Hello everybody, my name is Dizzy and welcome back everyone to some Delta V Rings of Saturn. It's not what I was originally going to be streaming today, as those of you who are here on Friday might know, but I thought we've got Jingle Jam coming up and we've just finished Assassin's Creed 2, so I thought we'd have a wee, just a smidgeny break from stealth games and especially from starting anything new. In case I want to stream Clundle games next week, which seems interesting. I want to say big hello to Boom Boom in the chat. Welcome. Big news. I think my next door neighbor has a dog. That is big news. I do love dogs. Oh yes, of course. Little Lizzie is floating up there because she's supposed to be out of the way of the boxes. Why are you not seeing anything? There we go. Now you're seeing things. Not seeing things. You know what I mean. That sounds decent. It does. It's for a collection that isn't a bundle. Oh, also apparently Delta V is in the Steam Awards this year. If you've enjoyed watching this, if you've picked it up, go ahead and go vote for them, I guess, because it is a fun game. We've played. Boom boom. You cheeky thing. We've played a fair old bit of this. We've got a fleet of 2 whole ships. We have our sort of big, slow whale of a trawler, Chained Touch, and our starting ship, Rapid Marsupial. How are we doing for repairs? Oh, I've just got an achieve. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Return to a save after 1 month. Oh dear. We've been away. But it's very fine. And yes, this is a little kind of quite relaxing mining game where we're diving deep into the Rings of Saturn, obviously. There we are, the Rings of Saturn. And picking up just sort of whatever stuff comes our way. Really? Whoop. And we're going to start off by doing a wee spin, as we often do. Because at the moment, all we really need to do is get further in. Oh, we have a subby from Species.
This for rar.
Thank you so much for subscribing. Good afternoon to yourself as well. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I, as you can probably tell by the title, had a very exciting weekend. Because there's something sparkling in my visual feed. I still don't know what that means. Because I watched the 60th anniversary episode of Doctor Who, or the first of 3 60th anniversary episodes of Doctor Who. And it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't perfect by any stretch of the animation, but I had an absolute blast. And for those of you who aren't in the know about Doctor Who, the big attraction for these specials is that David Tennant and Catherine Tate are back as Doctor and Companion. Boom says you were here too early. You can't see the stream title. Interesting. That's not supposed to be how that works. Did that mean I forgot to push the change to Twitch? Or is Twitch just being silly? I don't know. There seems to be very little I can do. It's almost something you and thing. Okay, fantastic. But yes, we had this sort of old team back, and let me tell you, it was like they had never been away. We are drifting quite a lot. We are not yet coming particularly close to any rocks, but there's some over here. So we might soon need to slow our drift. Oh wow, we are spinning so fast, we're even spinning in the background. Is anyone nearby? There are a few people nearby. Say hi. Got any ore to spare? Kelly Yates, of course, knows everyone. This is our geologist, Kelly. She knows literally everyone. I feel sorry for your captain! Wow! We're binging like we're coming close to something, but we're not that close. I can see the reactor shielding is still missing. Oh my god, they're gonna explode! That's not good. Oh, she nicked it. I see. Well, that changes things slightly. Alright, so as we're getting close, we can start to... Oh my gosh. That's a bloody expensive first thing to find. Yeah, we'll start to... Let's make sure that we're drifting towards it instead of away from it. We'll start to have our little microwave emitters that you see poking out here. End up pointing us towards, pointing at various rocks. The microwaves will break down the rocks and expose little chunks of valuable gubbins, which we will scoop up in our little beak there. I love how bird-like the beak looks. I think it's great. I do want to turn off autopilot so that we're not braining too much delta V, although that being said, we are drifting when I point away from it quite severely. Yeah, as we come close, we open up our mouth, and... No. Alright, oops. Up. There we go, one of these buttons is right. We want to be going in a little bit to get close to some new rocks. And yeah, a good sort of run is a few tens of thousands. Whoa, whoop, 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 whoop. Uh-oh. That's not good. We might be going a little fast. We are going a little fast. Dear. Haha. Anyway, the objective of the game, as you can probably tell, is to be efficient, to not waste your delta V, your fuel, scoop up stuff, make a whole buckload of cash. How are we doing? No response from them. Need help? No thanks. There we go. And we have this little thing down here. I don't exactly know what this readout is actually like telling us. I assume if this goes red too much it's bad because it's got a big old nuclear siren on it. I assume this is our health, but I don't actually know. Let's see what new chunks we have. Okay, this is a less valuable one, but still worth picking up while we're here. Nom. Normally the good stuff is a little bit further in. We're quite shallow still at the moment. Once you get to sort of this dense bit is when you start getting the good bits most of the time. However, of course, as you go in and the rocks become more dense, it's also a lot harder to fly around. And this thing, let me tell you, is not particularly maneuverable. It's quite the opposite, in fact. I don't call it my little whale for nothing. We are drifting in a not tremendously helpful direction. We are coming up on this sort of cluster of things. So we will find something to eat soon. But it's sort of a shame because the most efficient way to do anything in this game is to not do anything. Because anything you do costs you fuel. But at the same time, not doing things is sometimes really slow. Gonna point us towards that. Oops, so we're set up and ready. Proximity scanner is going absolutely haywire. That. You'll see the microwaves they just auto target. I don't need to control them, which is good for us. Because, like I say, this thing is very difficult to turn manually. slow us down. This is a big boy. These are some nice chunks of platinum though. That one's certainly worth going for. Probably... I might be able to scoop up sort of all of these if I'm lucky, or maybe both of these. Whoop. Enable you. Marvelous. Yeah, you just want to kind of drift, nom things up. This the problem with going deeper, particularly with the ship, is that we found pirates deeper in. I think it is, as a general, the deeper in you go, the more dangerous it gets. And being slow and having only microwaves as defense, this is not the most defensive ship in the world. Oh, that's a lovely bit as well. It's going in sort of an opposite direction to this. I don't think I'm going to be able to pick them both up easily. That's a huge chunk. 7,000 for that, yes please. So chunks, as you can see, they're sort of mixed of water. So the rings of Saturn are mostly comprised of ice, and then minerals. The water has very little value. It doesn't have no value, but it has very little value. So the ideal, what you want, is to be scooping up stuff that is not like this at all. That piece that I just grabbed. You want ideally to be grabbing chunks that are low in water and high in the valuable elements. So platinum is a lot more valuable, for example, than iron. You can see this has significantly more water and about the same iron, but is worth sort of less than half what this chunk is worth. Also, that was the game being a little bit slow and stuttery. Only something to be mildly worried about, I'm sure. Doop. It almost feels like playing Spore sometimes, driving this thing. Let's see if we can get this. Species says, I would imagine in space water to be very valuable. I guess you can mostly just reclaim it from your breath and waste. Yeah, that, and there's just so much of it. You know, hydrogen and oxygen are among the most common elements. Hydrogen obviously is the most common element. And it's a very common pairing of these two common elements. There's water more or less everywhere in space, in as much as there's anything. And as sort of mentioned previously as well, the ringroids, which is what this game at least calls Saturn ring objects. I don't know if people call them that, but the ringroids are themselves mostly water. Like, I'm guessing, like, when we see a big old chunk that we then break down into pieces, all the stuff that we're breaking off that doesn't end up as pellets is water that we're just evaporating off into space with the microwaves. I think that's how these work, basically. Are we going to get close enough to buzz this, do we think? I hope so. I'd like to see if there's something in it since we're going past it. We're also coming up on these. It says, this is your first time actually being able to see the ship. Oh, I didn't know that, Boom Boom. I guess because you're often on your phone and stuff, aren't you? You're disappointed to say I don't have an ood mouth fronds. I would love ood mouth fronds. That would be great. No, you can get a little arm that helps guide chunks into your mouth, but I don't have one currently. I think all of my hard points are currently taken up with these microwave dishes. No. Alright, let's see what this has got for us. More platinum, smaller chunks, but not bad chunks. A little alien inner mouth. I don't actually know where the arm sits, because I don't have it. I think it just sort of sits like out on the side and just scoops stuff in. I don't think it's that interesting, unfortunately. Let's see if we can slow down a bit. And break up this guy, see if he's got anything in him. Might want that iron mostly. Nom. Oh, there's some platinum. Oh, there's also some platinum. Hang on. Uh-oh. That's gonna hit us. Oh, okay, it didn't quite hit us. Yeah, even the little chunks like that can be quite dangerous if you bump into them at high speeds. And it's actually quite easy to build up a relatively high relative velocity into something without trying. This, point at it. And we have a better autopilot on this ship than we had on our starting ship, which means that we actually use a lot less fuel when we're spending time pointing and stuff. That is a great bit that we are moving very fast away from. It'll let us sort of drift through this whole area. Soup all of these rocks away. Hopefully not hit this. You can see all the little bits that we're making. Anyway, one of the reasons why I like the microwaves, apart from the fact that I like this ship in general for being... that's not good. That rock is too close for us to actually zap, unfortunately. Which is a little unfortunate. I don't know what we're going to do about it. I'm going to bump into it. Yep, it's very unhappy. It's fine! It's fine! That's all of our proximity alerts going off because we're so close to this chunk. Eventually it'll get far enough away and our microwaves will actually zap it. We've drifted quite far out chasing this one chunk of platinum. I might scoot back round and see if we can... There we go. What was in it? Not much. Yeah, I might turn back round and see if we can scoop up all those other bits possibly. Just give it a firm headbutt. I mean, you absolutely can. You can break up rocks with your face, and it is quite effective to if you're heading for a rock, turn around and fire main thrusters. A, because it slows you down the fastest, but also because your thruster is a very effective way of breaking up rocks. So even if you hit something, you'll be hitting a lot less something. Alright, see what we got in here. Okay, we're getting more platinum out of these. We seem to be in quite a platinum-rich area. Oh, there's other people on the scanners. Let's say hey. Not my guild manifest. I see no claim beacon. What are you gonna do about it? Mine stuff, probably. Hey mate, got anything to spare? And Kelly, of course, knows someone on this crew as well. Thank you. Oh dear. Yeah, I haven't quite figured out if Kelly is, like, well-liked or not. Some people seem to like her, and other people she seems to have stolen their radiation shielding. You look different, Tom. New hair. I hadn't actually realised that this was like the kind of chat you could see face over. Oops, you always well want to notice. Ah, yes, and when you speak to people like this, particularly when you have this conversation with them, when you set Kelly on them, they'll often tell you about stuff. So, for example, this guy's got a big LiDAR contact somewhere further into the rings. And if we want, we go to our astrogator, we can find it. And we can basically sort of fast travel to it. Boone said, didn't she also maybe get her brother or someone killed? That sounds like the kind of thing Kelly Yates would have done. There's lots of stuff between us and this, which is a little unfortunate. I'm gonna slow down so we have time to break it all up. That one's gonna hit our face. Sadly, you can't eat the big bits. Oh, yeah. So we pinched it. There is so much stuff here. I don't even know what our best course is. Oh, we bombed that. I was meaning to actually get it, not bomb it. Yeah, you can see even now we haven't got that much load, but it's already very slow for us to actually turn. Uh-oh. Oh, also, because of the silly way your cargo hold works, you can very easily lose stuff out of your mouth as you do maneuvers, which is kind of fun in a physicsy way, that the physics of your cargo hold is being modeled. You can see it down in the bottom left underneath Little Izzy. But it's not very good ship design. Alright, we're gonna go up here, we're gonna skip up this exactly 2,000 ether piece. I don't think it actually is ether, but it's Europa coin. Because the trading station is... Sorry, the Enceladus coin. The trading station is on Enceladus, I guess. Yeah, we're just going to kind of keep drifting this way. I don't think I want to go for the big LiDAR contact right now. Our hold isn't very full, but we've got quite a lot of value out of it, which is quite good. We have plenty of Delta V left, which is always good. So we can stay out here a while longer. One of the main reasons why I like this ship in particular is because it has a cargo hold that is twice as big as our other starter ship, and indeed is much bigger than most of the other ships that you can get at this level, or at any level. The other ships, they don't have big cargo holds, but what they often do have is more points that you can slap on ore processors, and then and then you can have cargo holds specifically for processed ore. So at the moment we're just handing in chunks of just rock with stuff attached. We're handing in unprocessed ore, but if we wanted to, we could process it out here in the ring. Currently we are moving very slowly towards this. Our overall direction of travel is very slightly downwards, so we'll pass through this sort of cluster of small rocks. I might change our tack to scoop up this bit of iron, I don't know. It's not a very valuable piece of iron, but it would be nice to have. As this comes towards us, make sure we're pointing at it. It's a little bit far away just yet. Yeah, I like to sort of think that actually we probably would. I don't believe there is multiplayer in this, but if there was multiplayer, this would be a great support ship to have, because itself it's not very good at maneuvering around and picking up all the bits, but it's very good at producing huge clouds of debris that other people can pick up. I suppose I could try and get a wing now. I'm always a bit worried about flying close to other ships because I don't know if my microwave rays will like work on other ships, and if they do work on other ships, I don't know if I can tell them not to work on a specific other ship. Oops, it's all falling out of my mouth again. If we look at the platinum, it's probably worth more than this. Yeah, it is. If we look at the geology tab, you can kind of see so I can see different kinds of asteroid that might be near us. So like at the moment, there's lots of platinum out to the left of us, lots of iron out that way as well. Vanadium and tungsten are the really valuable ones. They're both quite dense, and beryllium is the most valuable one. Yeah, beryllium is the most valuable one, but it's also super duper light, which means that any chunk of beryllium flies away from you really quickly and is really hard to grab. Even the relatively slow pace that my microwaves kick out stuff at, like, beryllium still flies away from you pretty fast. Given that there's platinum to the left of us, I might want to move back left. So we'll go via this rock. As you can see, there's not really much vanadium or anything around us. I don't know what these rocks to the right of us are, because they're not showing up for any of them. But that might just be that our geologist... I don't know exactly what she can and can't detect, because she's not a max level geologist. She needs, like, some training. Just gonna tab out quickly, because Little Dizzy is very, very slightly in the way of chat. It's been bugging me. Right, we're now in range to start zapping this. Giving us some moderate chunks of iron. It's fine. Dark matter. Honestly, if I genuinely don't know like what the story of this game is, or even how much story there is in this game. For all I know, that we could end up discovering dark matter or something. There's stuff around that you can sort of emergently discover. I don't know how much of it has an actual cohesive storyline. Certainly I don't think, like, Kelly does. I think she's just sort of a procedurally generated character. Right, let's go this way, start scooping up some stuff. Okay, maybe actually want to scoop up this first. Okay, these are going to sort of fly past that. Wow, species. That's a comment. I think I'm quite glad Autumn would caught that one actually. You on our way. Species says. On the girl your parents would have called you Kelly. I don't think that makes it better. Alright. Gonna eat this and then hopefully gonna scoot around. Oh god, there's a big platinum piece there. Oh boy! Let's flying right past us. We found all that platinum then that was on our on our scanner. Right, what's the best way to go through this? Grab this piece, then that piece. Probably. Be vaguely concerned about this chunk of iron. I think maybe we're gonna have to oh no, oh no, oh no! I lost summon. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is where things get a bit hectic when you're trying to scoop up a bit. Right, so it's now in my mouth, so we can now afford to actually turn around. Go for these. I don't know which one's going to reach us first. I think they're unfortunately going to reach us at about the same time. So we'll go for the one that is very slightly more valuable. Because yeah, our mouth grabs stuff and it bites rocks and stuff, but it doesn't like funnel them in very well. You have to do that with thrusters, which is maybe a little silly. It is what it is. Ah, we have a BG, welcome. How's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Boom says, I disliked my birth name enough that I never asked, because I was convinced they would have called me something rubbish like Brian or something. I've been told that if anyone in of me and my siblings had been born AFAB, one of us would have been Annabelle, probably me as the first one, and one of us would have been Hepzibah. If anyone's ever read, I think it's Carrie's War, Hepzibah is a character in that. It's certainly not a common name, but that's kind of fine in a way. Like, I like unusual names. I don't know if I like Hepzibah specifically, but I like unusual names. Alright. Where are we going? I think I want to go for this. Hang on. Geologist, where's the platinum? Platinum's mostly kind of above me still. Turn, we'll sort of scoot our way through all of these, probably. B says, ask my mum what she would have called me if I was born. She says, no, that's fair. I feel like picking out a name at birth is kind of a weird thing anyway, because it's like, I don't know you. I don't know if you're going to be like a good George or a good Elton. You know, like the people who make good Steves, and the people who make good Eltons, and the people who make good Derricks are all very different types of people that you can't distinguish between when they are 0 years old, don't even have hair. You technically named your youngest brother, that's cool. Species says, so my sister came along 6 years later. My parents called her Sarah. I guess Kelly had fallen out of style by then. It does feel weird to me that Kelly was ever in style. I don't think I've ever met a Kelly. I've met people whose surname is Kelly. I've never met a person whose first name was Kelly, I don't think. I guess there's Kelly Clarkson is a famous Kelly, so they are out there. There's lots of binging going along. Huh. You have a cousin called Kelly. It was quite a common name on the estate. Fair enough. Guess it's just which part of the world you live in, isn't it? The music is getting a little... not tense, exactly, but feisty. Let's see if I can get those down my throat. You down my throat as well. Oh look, that's a beryllium chunk. You see, they're super duper valuable, but they're so fast. It's just kind of not worth the 38 meters per second to try and get that. Might be worth... no, that's... yeah, it's just not worth them a lot of the time. Oh my god, we are spinning something awful. I don't think we're gonna get this boy. I think he's gonna go past us. Well, maybe. Well, and yeah, you can see we've got a little bit of a problem right now, that our mouth is a bit blocked up. Which isn't ideal. It's also a generation thing now. Has he named someone after a distinguishing feature, like my cousin Amber with bright red hair? Okay, Amber is a great name. You really can't predict what kind of name will suit me. Yeah. My name, I know my name didn't fit. It says BG because friends and stuff, and haven't called me it since I was like 10. Lots of if you look at lots of like fantasy stuff, often has the concept of like a race or a culture or something where you choose your own name in adulthood. I assume there are real life cultures that that's based on. I don't know of any. But like, what a great idea! What if everyone just did that? He says, "Hey, I did that exactly." It's a common enough human thing, anyway. It wouldn't be that difficult to integrate. Oh my god, listen to all this! All of the boop booping! Enough with the boop booping! We get it! Boop boop! Uh-oh. Ugh. Oh, that's vanadium. That's really good for us. I like a chunk of vanadium. We are a little stuffy up in our mouth right now. But I'm sure that's fine. Our mouth isn't even closing right now. Right. If I point at this chunk of iron, just gotta throw the whole name away and get a new one. Yep. When there's just one bit that's stuck, you can often get it. It's when there's two like this that they're wedged against each other, so neither of them will go down your gullet. It's really bad spaceship design, honestly. That like it's got this neck that is a bottleneck. I don't know who made these. They were fools. Actually, I think this ship design specifically wasn't intended to be a minor. So he says, "Our name can see you, then you yourself change." Too true, actually. Too true. He says, "Need a bigger gullet?" I do! I've got all of this, like, space at the front of my ship. So why have I then got this tiny little skinny neck sticking out of it? Just put a big old pair of numbers on. Annoyingly, I don't even think the mouth is something you can actually change. Like, your ships are very upgradable and customizable, but not this bit. Right. Plan is to sort of do turns. Come on. Okay. I think they're in. I may also now be on a collision course for something, I don't know. Haha! Oh dear. Yeah, it probably is Boom Boom. How are we doing? Okay, so in terms of space, we're fairly full up. We don't have a lot more room left. We've got 120,000 from this dive, which is pretty good. We used to sort of consider it a good dive if we got 60,000 with the first ship. So 120,000 is pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. Bonk. Alright, there's some chunks over here. Probably aren't too tricky to get to. So let's head on over. Peter says, I did say that. You see her, so. Oh dear. We'll also scoot by this. Give it a little zap in, see if it gives us any nice goodies. Oh, this is a big boy, he's taking ages. You got anything for us? Anything at all? Chunk of iron. Oh, a chunk of platinum. How valuable are these platinum bits? Quite valuable. Okay, we're changing course, we're going for this stuff. Because right now we have to think about, like, what's our maximum haul that we can bring back? We gotta think about the size of our cargo container. Like, all pushed down like this, it's not that full. But because it jumbles about in flight, and the more full it gets, the easier it is for stuff that's in here to come out of our mouth. Okay, we're going to skip this up, we're going to go back to that one, and then hopefully up to those. We're going quite fast right now. Or quite fast for this ship. So it might be a little bit of a stop, but we have the fuel. Actually, do I want to do that or do I want to go to this? I probably want to go to this one. Go to this one, then up to that one, and then hopefully they'll still be over there. That's the problem with space, everything drifts relative to each other. I think they're never where you leave them. Yeah, 127, but this it'll be, let's say for argument's sake, 130k. That's a good haul. And we didn't have to go too deep either. Like, even though we did find that big contact, we didn't have to go and travel to it. Now, what I find particularly strange is that you can enter the rings at the start of a dive by going to a contact like that. But it's horrendously expensive to do so. But if you enter the rings from the edge and then fast travel to it from inside the rings, it's not very expensive to do so. And I haven't quite worked out why. Jesus says, just get a really big gravity well and everything will come to you. I think that's the planet Saturn, to be honest. For we know that that's what black holes are, just really efficient mining operations. Given what we know about the physics of what goes on inside the black hole, and how time changes, would the people, like, inside the black hole in Equinox ever actually get the stuff that goes in? Doesn't time, like, stop in there? Nice platinum chunks just opened up. Lovely jubbly. Bonk. Love that. Oh, I'll definitely have you. Boom says no, stuff gets infinitely spaghettified on like an atomic level. Speed says until you turn the black hole off. I don't think that's how gravity works. Also, considering that black holes eventually, like, evaporate and give out all of the stuff that's in them, I don't even think they are good mining operations, because everything that they collect eventually gets, like, irradiated back off into space by Hawking radiation. Oh, no, don't lose that bit. Amazing. Oh, we bumped it. Oh, we bumped it. We bumped it. Uh-oh. Nom, how fast are we going? Oh, 20 meters per second. It's quite fast. I'm just gonna slow the ship down so we don't crash into that rock at great speeds. Yeah, our velocity up here is relative to like the overall ringroid field. So it's approximately the velocity that we'll be hitting any stationary rocks at. Oh, look at all this platinum that we just found, though. My goodness, that was a good one to find. And yeah, so if that goes sort of above 10, 15 meters per second, that's a little bit fast. Because crashing into big rocks at great speed is fun. I think it can give us an actual game over in this. I think if the ship dies while we're on it, I think we die. I assume that you can reload from like a previous autosave, but I haven't tested it, obviously. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I clicked a button. Oh, that's a lovely chunk of vanadium. I'm just gonna sail right past. This. Whoop, that's probably fast enough. I mean, it's probably a little faster than we really needed, strictly. And go this one. Oh wait, there's another chunk of vanadium! Come back! Point back at it! Oops. Yeah, when you're sort of turning relative to this, the ships are quite... Although the autopilot's good, it's not that good. And you end up doing this sort of silly dance where you kind of circle it a bit and spend lots of fuel. We're actually quite low on fuel. We're going to need to go back sooner rather than later. Which is a shame, because there's lots of valuable chunks around. See, we're down to sort of just under 4,000 meters per second of fuel left. We definitely don't want to go below sort of 2,000-ish. So that's not very valuable iron, but it's on the way. So we sort of might as well skip it up while we're past. Now, you'll often see that, like, to cancel the autopilot, I give a little, like, push forwards. And A, that cancels the autopilot, but it also means that everything inside us just scoots a little bit further backwards. Which is very helpful for stopping stuff from flying out of our mouth. Just give a little scoot. Which one are we going to come to first? We might come to this one first, actually. It's always difficult to tell when everything's kind of flying around. Oh god. Open up. Nom nom. Uh-oh. We are heading towards some rocks. I think our things will get it in time. To sort of slow down. We're going to go through a field of lots of different bits of debris. Right, I think it's probably... Oh my god, my mouth actually can't even close with all of this stuff in it. Yeah, so the X button like slows us down to a dead stop relative to everything else. We're going away from that quite fast. I might. I actually, like, genuinely can't get my mouth closed around this rock. Oh no, okay, we did it, we closed it. I'm gonna skip this up and then that is gonna be us. Oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna do that, because there's lots of bad things that I would like to not hit, if I can help it. Okay, I think we're okay. Oh, there's another bad thing. Uh-oh, slow down. Oh god, oh gosh. Oh, that rock's drifted right in my way. Ah! This is a terrible plan! Well, if I point at this, it might come to me. Point at this, it might come to me. Okay, never mind, that one won't. This one will. No, okay, our ship's just decided not to bother pointing at it. Good job. Great job, in fact. Okay, right, point at this. Scoop it up. No, don't go over there! Ah, this is the problem with our ship being so full. It's so heavy. It's so unmaneuverable. That I actually can't point well at what I want it to point at. Oh, okay, we're gonna just use that. Right, we're gonna go for this one. It's miles away and not very far off of where we're pointing. Full cargo hold, yep. Oh god, we are down to nearly 3,000 just from trying to scoop up all this vanadium. It's kind of worth it because it's super valuable, but like, problems. You know? And every time I look, I zoom out a little bit and I'm like, oh, but there's this piece over here and I want it. And then another piece comes up because we'll mine some big rocks on the way to that piece. And so on and so forth. Right, this is the piece we actually were after originally, I think. This 5,100 chunk of vanadium. And this will be our last piece once I scoop it up. We're gonna eat this boy, we're gonna go home. Even though there is lots of other stuff around, it's sort of moving away, it's going through fields of other rocks. It's awkward to get to. Species says, don't suppose you jettison some of the stuff that's not very valuable? No. Because it's all just sort of jumbled together in this hold, that's really not particularly an option. I don't think there's any upgrades that will like do that for you either. You know, normally the way of getting rid of less valuable stuff is just by processing it. Okay. Right, we got that. Astrogator. Enceladus Prime. Let's go home. Oh god. Oh, look at that big chunk though. Okay, fine. Fine game. Uh-oh, that was the wrong button. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I forgot our ship really wasn't primed for doing what we asked it to do. Yeah, while this bit's scooting past us, we won't be able to actually go, I don't think. Oh, well this bit's scooting past us as well. Look at all this valuable vanadium that we're mining! I can't pick any of it up because we're so low on fuel now. And it's going quite fast relative to us. It will be very difficult to actually pick up. Right, okay. The fees to start dive account for environmental damages, trajectory plot, and precision multiplier. A skilled astrogator geologist lowers all of these. Interesting. Huh. Oh, I got achieve. The magic of Xmas. Enjoy the Xmas spirit on Enceladus Prime Station. Ooh, exciting. Anyway, this is a pretty dang good cargo for us. Let's sell all of that. So we've got loads of money now, my goodness. This is us. This is our ship in the dock. You can't see it very well because of how light works when there's no atmosphere. And you can see that there's this sort of this dealer, and there's other ships available for us to buy. Can I see? Yeah. So this is the same base ship pretty much as our first one. This costs. We could actually buy this. This costs 380,000, so 381,000, I guess. Boomer says the astrogator is the mortal enemy of the cosmic rock. I love it. I love that. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Yeah. So this is more or less the starting ship that we have. You can see this boy looks cool. He's got a really small cargo bay. For comparison, our boy, Chain Touch, has a cargo bay of 260 meters cubed. Rapid Marsupial, our first one, has a tiny cargo bay. This guy's got 260 meters cubed. This ship, despite being significantly larger than Chain Touch, has a cargo bay that's half the size. But what it does have, instead of the beak mouth, is it has this like grinder mouth, which I think is really interesting, and I kind of want to try. But it does also cost 2.5 million ether. And if you really want to go big bucks, 9 million ether, you can buy this guy, who I don't know if this thing on the front is a massive mouth, but it sure looks like a massive mouth. Like this says excavator, and I'm pretty sure it has a regular mouth. So I think this is a massive mouth on the front, which looks awesome. Also has a slightly smaller cargo bay, which is a shame. You'll also notice that the make is the Elon Interstellar. This game was made before the whole Twitter thing and before Elon Musk's muskiness became quite so well known as it is today. It's the same sort of era as that time he appeared in the Iron Man movie, or he got name-checked in Star Trek Discovery, and it's just like, oh dear, that won't age well. And if we want a really big boy, who does have a fairly decent-sized cargo bay, there's this guy for 4 million ether, who's just enormous, just so absolutely massive. He has 6 docking bays. This isn't a ship for doing stuff. This is a ship for carrying other ships. I don't even know what you do with a docking bay, to be honest. I don't even know how that works, but it's got them. See, these are a little bit out of our price range, but you can see there's the slightly cheaper ones if you get them used or with less stuff on them. These ones with the little yellow mark mean that they're slightly broken somehow, and you have to pay to fix them yourself. But this guy's interesting. He's got like a wheel. I don't know what the wheel is or what it's for, but he's got a wheel on the front. Imagine having that many docking bays. Wow! Whoa! Wow! God, I'd never even. I'm gonna. Yes, thank you for the bonk emote, PG. That was probably the more the better. Oh dear. Species says, yeah, Discovery named him in one breath with the Wright brothers and Zephram Cochrane. Oh dear. The mistakes of the past, I guess. And this is Naive Killer, which is the same base model of ship as ours. This is a Conlido RVM. Ours is also a Conlido RVM. Because some of them, like Rapid Marsupial here, there's... I don't know where it says, but like there's slight variations on this ship that you can get. I don't know exactly what they're called, but they're like very slightly different. Oh look, it says up here. Hang on. So this is a K-37 TNTRL. And if we flick through our options, okay, maybe there aren't. This is a Kothon 211. This yeah, and we've got a Kothon 212 up here. So yeah, there's slight variations sometimes on the ships. I don't know exactly what the precise differences are between them. It says, I feel like the established the was probably some sort of cruncher. Possibly. My memory isn't that good. It said it has an excavator mouth, which is the same sort of mouth as this guy has. And our ship has. But it doesn't look like it, does it? It looks like a wheel. It's even spinning. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to find out. One day, when we have 1.3 million ether, maybe we'll buy it. We are not actually very far away from being able to buy Bald Pumpkin, which is the least symmetrical ship I have ever seen. What is this? I guess the base ship is actually just this, like, tube, and everything on the sides is just hard points. That's kind of hilarious. Or Ego Science. So Ego Science has 2 of these, which I'm guessing are the mass relays. So that's, whereas we've been, actually, I could probably stand to swap to Rapid Marsupial just to do a dive with. But you can see Rapid Marsupial has this thing on the front. So whereas our boy here trawls with its microwave emitters, Rapid Marsupial actually shoots asteroids with the gun, which is horrendously less useful in almost every sense than the microwave emitters. But what it is really good for is ship-to-ship combat, because the gun actually does proper damage to enemy ships in the way the microwaves don't so much. BD says, Ego Science. Looks like they did name his ship after Elon Musk. Oh dear. But yeah, I've been looking at Reliable Journey for ages. I don't know what Reliable Journey's hard points are here. Oh, he's got mining lasers. I've never tried mining lasers. I don't even know if you need them when you've got a grinder, to be honest. Yeah, so when we have more, I might actually go for Bull Pumpkin. Bull Pumpkin looks very affordable. Maybe when we do one more dive. So I'm going to do a dive to show you Rapid Marsupial. And yeah, here's the big Lilac complex, which we can go to. A regular dive costs 4,000 to do. Diving to this costs 80,000 ether to do, which, like, we won't make that back. So, you know, I'll just do the regular dive. Why wouldn't I? More energy you impart to a ringroid, faster than debris will fly. So yeah, that's the main problem of this guy and his big kinetic impactor, is everything that he shoots, the bits fly off with great speed. We're going to start by doing our standard little spinny entry to the ring. And the reason I do this is just because the game spends lots of Delta V when you arrive on just slowing you down. And then but I want to be deeper in. I don't want to be slowed down yet. I want to get much deeper in before I slow down. So I just cancel what the autopilot's doing, which leaves us drifting and spinning. But it gets us going the right sort of way. And with a fairly decent speed, and actually for this ship, 20 meters per second is a fine speed, because it's a lot more maneuverable. It has different thrusters on, and it's lighter. So the 2 ships let me do sort of 2 quite different types of gameplay, which I enjoy. It's probably not optimal. Thank you, Boom Boom, for adding that as a quote. Thank you, Species, for picking up on the exact same quote straight away. I love my chat. I really do. God. At least PG's on my side, right, PG? Thank you. See? There we go. Oh dear. I do bring it on myself. Oh, I tell you what else I can remember to do. So I can remember to check. See. Okay, we have no stuff nearby at all. Theoretically, if we turn like all of these off, it's supposed to make the dots not show up, but in fact it doesn't. This slider kind of works sometimes. Maybe not today. Yeah, it's funky. Although, actually, it's really interesting that this has like a minimum value of 20,000 ether per chunk. We've never seen a chunk. I think we've maybe seen like 1 or 2 chunks that are more than 10,000 ever. Like almost none of them are. And yeah, so this is our mass relay. Pew. It goes pew, and we shoot the asteroid. Oh, palladium. Palladium is really good. We have the slightly better autopilot on this ship now, which means that we're going to use less fuel by doing this stuff. But this piece is coming in quite strong. First wild appearance of that quote. Oh no. Oh no. Is it indecent to dangle? Oh good. Right. Where's that bit gone? Can we catch up to it? Probably. At the very least, we can set off in this direction. What Boom Boom said, oh dear. Oh god, they're coming up on this one quite fast as well. The other thing about the mass relay is there's some... Oh my god, that is going so fast relative to us. Jesus. There's some sizes of ringroids that don't break down into like stuff when you hit them with the mass relay, because like they're not small enough to be one chunk, but if you split them in half, they're not big enough to be 2 chunks. Kind of dealy. Which is very undesirable. So, like the starter ship, it is just a starter ship. It gets you to know what you're doing and your way around, but it is definitely technically inferior to the setup we have on Chain to Touch. I'm getting better at remembering to actually call them by the ship's actual names. They feel a bit more like home when I do that. Okay, so we are coming up on this palladium asteroid. We're going deeper in, which is always good. It's always what we want, really. I like also the cursor like glows. I would like it even more if the ringroids cast shadows from that light, although that would be incredibly like technically difficult to implement, so I understand why they didn't. But I like that it sort of glows like this. It feels nice. Alright, we're getting close. Make sure we're on target. Ideally, I wanna get to it before we reach that cluster of rocks over there. So I don't want to be going this fast when I reach that cluster of rocks. Now, the mass impactor does break down rocks a lot faster than the microwaves, but it can only obviously break down the rock directly in front of it, not any other rocks that might be coming in from any other angle. That is so much vanadium. That is going to be so awkward for us to try and get. I was trying to break up those rocks on the way, because I was worried we were going to hit them. Luckily we're not. That cost us quite a bit of fuel to get this, but we will be pulling in significantly less from this run anyway. so it's good to get the valuable chunks. Especially this. This is 6,000. It's got almost nothing that isn't mineral on it. 560 kilos of water is like nothing. We're now heading down, which isn't our usual direction of travel. Let's see if I can. If I do want to be pointing at that thing coming at 30 meters per second, I might want to slow down in general, to be honest. We'll point at this. See if it gives us some bits. Oh, it gave us a lovely chunk of that. BD says you don't usually go down. I try, but it's different in space. And I don't normally go down at 30 meters per second. I think that's... I don't think that's... I don't think I'm embarrassed to say that. Skill issue. Oh my god, this one's going very fast. We've got a lot of things going very fast relative to us today. Which isn't good, obviously, for fuel consumption. Let's try and avoid this rock. Isn't good for fuel consumption, but you know, we are going for valuable bits. Oh my god, we're going so fast. Slow that way the heck down. Oh, missed. I don't like we never seem to run out really of mass driver ammo. It costs 10 kilos. We send off a 10 kilo chunk every time we fire, but we have so much of it. Oh my god, that was a bloody fast interception. I forget how quickly this thing goes. Let's see what chunks we've got. Oh god, that's going straight past us. Oh my god, that's worth 8,000 though. Like if we can get it. Break that. You as well. Because that would be well worth our trouble. Like I say, like this a usual haul for this is like 60k is a good haul. So if we can get one chunk that's 8k, that is a significant fraction of our overall haul that we're expecting. If we make sort of 30k, then we've at least broken... We've broken even on the dive plus the salary for our geologist, which I've never actually seen the salary for our geologist be taken out of our money, but I assume it's going to happen at some point. Oh my god, look, that was a piece of beryllium. Yeah. You could tell that was beryllium. Oh my god, look at us trying to spiral up and catch this. That probably wasn't worth it. This is the problem with the mass driver. Things go away so fast. You're not really necessarily sure if they're worth... hit that. Don't want to hit that. That would be bad. I'll gladly eat this. Yeah, things go away so fast that we've burnt through. We started this with 9,000 or so Delta V. We've burnt through half of that already in quarter of an hour. As long as there's not too much rocks coming up. I was about to say, as long as there's not too much in the way of rocks coming up, I'm happy to creep up on this slowly for efficiency's sake, but there's rocks. That's actually a rock right there. I would love to not hit. I will gladly eat. Oh god, gotta slow down. That's a lovely chunk as well. Oh god, I gotta avoid that rock. Ah! My quest for this chunk of vanadium is perilous. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, that's hitting us. Oh god, okay. It bounced off us. Didn't do any significant damage, luckily. We're gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! It's the last thing I do. we've picked up some stuff on the way. I'm not too mad. Right. Nom. Amazing. What thing can we point ourselves towards? I am. Missed all of my shots there. Give me what chunks it can give. Oh, for God's sake! What does it think is coming for us? I don't know. That is a chunk of tungsten, which is a very valuable element per weight, but it's such a small chunk. Break that. Go for this. I have to break this as well, unfortunately. Do some lovely chunks of platinum here. Well worth scooping up. Worry slightly about all these rocks. Oh my god, this one's coming in hot. When they're coming in hot like that, the only thing you can do is just point your mouth at them, because they don't seem to be able to damage you from the inside. Luckily. Right. I'm gonna eat this. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay. Fire wildly. It's fine. It's fine. We didn't hit anything. Rapid Marsupial is a much more hectic experience than our big whale. I like the chillness of our big whale. You see, look, we're already down below 4,000 meters per second now. But we've got, after this, we'll have nearly 60k in the bank, or in the hold. That's a good haul. We're back down to a much more sensible speed. Oh, the other thing with the mass driver is you sort of have to wait to see the chunks that you've made, which is quite annoying because there's just sort of there's debris everywhere. Okay, let that drift past. It's going too fast for us to easily pick up. Keep on the trail of this chunk. He says marsupials are chaotic, can't comment on whales. Yeah, I know impact warning. I know impact warning. I always get my left and right strafe mixed up. I don't quite know why. But when I'm trying to strafe one way, I think it's because it's the way the jets shoot out, and for some reason my brain is like, oh yeah, shoot the jets to the right, which makes you go left, obviously. No bits, no bits, okay. That's fine. The other thing is that if you shoot stuff from too far away, that's probably fine because it's a big one, it won't. Yeah, it'll break into small bits. But if you shoot stuff from too far away, whoops, gotta hit it, otherwise it'll hit us. Yeah, you won't see what it's broken into, like in terms of the little chunks, because your geologist has a range that she can identify from. None of those bits gave me anything. I was so disappointed. We're just firing blindly into a ringroid field, getting nothing out of it. I've never been quite this... Oh my god, we are very low on mass driver ammo. I've never ever been this low on mass driver ammo before. I've been firing a lot with a lot less caution than I normally would. Let's point at something bigger. These are all going to be too small. this gave us a chunk of summon. Some vanadium. Very nice. We're gonna have to open our mouth soon. I don't really want to accelerate, but all of the stuff is right up our throat. If you look in the bottom left. Okay, I guess we're fine. Let's point at the big one. Fire, fire. What we got? Shoot that. What's on the way? Oh, that's a nice bit of vanadium. Don't know if it's worth chasing at great speed. That's an even nicer chunk of vanadium. That might not be worth it. We are going home soon. Because we have the smaller cargo tank, we do fill up more quickly as well, which is one of the reasons why our hauls are always necessarily smaller. That and that we have a lot less fuel capacity. Oh, I hit something. Oh, I think I hit the piece I was trying to... I didn't mean to do that. I meant to shoot at that. Whoopsies. Boop. Now this is going very fast because of course I shot it. And now we have to be going very, very fast to catch up to it. Which is a problem when you can't drive. Get that in me and then slow down. Oh my god. Shoot that. Oh god, that's gonna hit us. Oh, that didn't hit us somehow. Somehow that didn't hit us. But I'm not quite sure how. 3,000 meters per second. I want to eat this before we get up to those other asteroids. Because we're traveling quite fast once again. Where are the chunks going? Oh, that's a chunk of tungsten. That's really valuable. The nice thing is you start to recognize, like, oh, 1,000 of tungsten, that's pretty good. Even before your geologist can, like, give you an exact price, you can be like, oh, okay, I know that's going to be worth going for. We are really low on mass drive ammo. I don't know if we're going to run out, but like... I mean, getting rid of mass driver ammo is probably good. Because every kilo of mass that we lose by shooting it out the front and breaking stuff up is a kilo of ammo we don't have to... Oh my god. Bring home with us is what I was going to say. That's a really uninspiring chunk of iron. But we're kind of heading straight towards it, so... It's lodged in our throat. Again. Oh, there's a piece of vanadium down here. Yeah, I'll go for that, sure. I think it's just here, you know. We're down 110 kilos of mass driver ammo. 2,000 something meters per second with Delta V. As he says, I guess aside from the fuel issues, the trick's to get as many valuable stuff in as little order as possible. Yeah, pretty much. Like, oh, for God's sake. That was a disaster. Alright, we are actually going to run out of ammo. So this is going to be our last chunk. I think. Let's head for home. Astragator. Sell this prime, please. I've never used ammo that wantonly before. Next time will never return to pristine condition. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. So your components take damage if you hit stuff, obviously, but they also take damage over time from like wear and tear. You can see this is a much smaller haul, but this is still a really good haul for rapid marsupial. Dang. I'm very happy with that. Can't quite afford the big boy that we were after. Where was he? Oh, he might have gone. He might have gone. We could afford retrograde flame. It has a grinder, 2 microwave emitters. There's Itching Angel? I love Itching Angel. I don't know why Itching Angel is so much more expensive than Retrograde Flame. Oh yeah, the one we were after was gone. That does happen, I know that. But Retrograde Flame... So you're a BLT 7338. You're a BLT 1991, I see. There's probably some significant differences between those two that I'm not really aware of. I'm guessing this one's a lot more damaged. Minding virtual flight service. I don't know what this means. Oh! This is new! There's like a... you can simulate being it. Oh! And you can see, this one's so badly damaged that when I just push forwards, it goes into a spin because the damage has like misaligned the thrusters. Oh, it's got like a scale bar, like a 747 and the Eiffel Tower, and my face is quite large by comparison to the Eiffel Tower, apparently. And this is like the shuttlecraft, this is the Statue of Liberty. That's really cool. Is this you? Yes. I would like to buy Retrograde Flame, please. Amazing. Fleet. I would now like to go to my fleet. Oh, it's automatically changed us to Retrograde Flame, which is great news. I'd like to go to repairs. Actually, before I do that, Rapid Marsupial, I think, needs some repairs as well. Yes, this thruster, I guess, is just on wear. Yeah, wear 32%. There we go. Marvelous. Thank you, Bim Bim, for adding that as a quote too. Oh dear. Yeah, so that will take some time to fix. I also want to add you. How much fixing can we actually do? I'm guessing we can't fix you up to full capabilities. But you also, I need to check, because some things I won't want to repair, I'll just want to replace. And there's no point spending money on repairing them. So chain touch. You both have an adrenaline booster. You have an RA TNTRL K37 engine, which is the same as this boy. Given that you're a grinder and you're a microwave boy, I probably actually want to give you these ones. Basically, these engines are way more efficient, but have way less thrust. You have ERS nagheads. I don't know what an ERS naghead is. Oh, sorry, this is the thruster, this is the engine. It's complicated what the equipment. I don't fully understand it. So yeah, so the main, this is the main propulsion. This is the stuff that comes out the back. This is your navigation thrusters, I think. So see, this has thrust. This is 750 kilonewtons versus these guys, which have a thrust of 200 kilonewtons, so they're a lot lighter. And this guy has consumption 15 kg per second, exhaust velocity of 15. Exhaust velocity is efficiency, but effectively. Like so that this is kind of a combination of these two factors, basically, because the more exhaust, the faster your exhaust goes out the back, the more speed it gives you. And the more exhaust goes out the back, the more speed it gives you. But obviously, if your exhaust comes out faster, then for the same amount of stuff that goes out the back, you gain more speed. So exhaust velocity is efficiency, and propellant consumption is like how much at a time. This looks really complicated to the species. It is unbelievably complicated. I have no idea how this works, if I'm brutally honest with you. Okay, so chain touch. You have an NdPntr main thruster. So that's the weakest one, and with the lowest efficiency. And NdNTTR has even lower efficiency. Oh, sorry, it's not the weakest one. It's the cheapest one. It has bad efficiency, just like this, but it has high thrust. Whereas this, that this guy currently has bad thrust and good efficiency. Now, for a main engine, probably actually what we want is the better thrust for the worse efficiency, because the main engine is not what we're usually using to navigate around. The main times that we want the main engine is when we've turned around to point directly away from an asteroid and are going, oh god, don't crash. Oh, we have a first-time chatter here from Kodera Software, who obviously knows stuff about stuff. Says you can test them out by switching to the user manual tab using the virtual flight service available there. Ah, yes, this boy again. So that's... Oh god, we've got alarms going off. I've never tried... I don't know what we just did to our virtual ship. I've never tried just hammering, approaching dangerous velocity. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. And it says, hello, actual dev of the game. Wait, actual dev of the game? Hi, if that is the case. Oh god. I'm greatly enjoying your game. I understand almost nothing. Oh, well, I'm very honored to have you here. You are going to feel physical pain watching me do this, just so you're aware. How's it going, game devs? You can... probably everything that I've just said is horrendously wrong, and you're going to correct me on all of it. But my assumption is I probably actually want the high thrust for this, because this is the panic engine, effectively. Oh gosh, to be fair, very few of the innuendos have been related to the game. That's my defense here. Right, go back. You heard nothing, you see nothing. Wonderful. What else do you have on you? So those are your thrusters, your engine. Right, so the thrusters on you are also the same thrusters as this, and we probably, although the engine, we probably want to have the panic engine. The thrusters are our main thing. We probably want the more efficient ones. So annoyingly, we probably want to swap them around and have the efficient thrusters and the inefficient engine. Is my assumption. So your thrusters are the ERS Nagcats. The game devs are probably also looking at this thinking like, why is this person bought 3 completely different ships and doesn't know what to do with any of them? I have no defense whatsoever. Well, oh, this is the ERS Nagcat I was using. They are super expensive. Oh, partly they're expensive because I need 8 of them. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, well, we can't afford that just yet. That's fine. My regular engine. Speed says, how are you going to learn if you don't trust about? Exactly. This upgrade exceeds the thermal or electric power production of your craft. Okay. How do I find out? Right, your thermal consumption is 8, power consumption is 180, and I'm producing. Is it you? You produce 12. Is this? Hang on. Is this? Hang on. Where's my other guys? These guys. Do these guys also consume heat? Yes, they consume 1.5. Is that 1.5 each, or 1.5 in total? I suppose either way, it doesn't really matter, because like if it tells me it'll exceed my consumption, that means I need a bigger fuel rod. Like there's nothing I can do about that. I just need a bigger one. I suppose actually the thing is I need to, because it says 1.5 each firing. We usually have 2 to 4 firing at the same time. Check my power plant. This point, twin turbine. Twin turbine. Power 200 megawatts. And my engine is currently eating half of that. And my thrusters are fairly negligible on that. What else consumes power? Because I don't know how these things work. This is empty. I'm assuming a cargo bay doesn't consume power. Autopilot apparently doesn't consume power. HUD doesn't consume power. The LiDAR apparently also doesn't consume power. That's fine. And this boy, which I still don't really understand what it does, is fine. Kadar says you're making 200 megawatts. The PNTR was consuming 180. 20 megawatts is a pretty slim margin of power. You'll run out if you fire thrusters simultaneously. Where am I? Oh yes, I was looking at the wrong one, I see. Ah, right. Yeah, okay, that's why I'd be running out of power. Okay, so it's power, not heat, that was my problem. Thank you, Devs. You are exceptionally helpful. So my options for power aren't great because I can go basically sort of like mega nuclear with the military one. Also, power is the power bolt icon. Heat is the thermometer icon. Ah, cunning, clever. So that's flashing now, I guess, because I don't know why it was. I guess it was just part of the simulation. Is there a way to make more power without specifically this power plant? I'm assuming the answer to that is no. I'm assuming I can't just like slap solar panels on it. Not least because I've never found solar panels. Auxiliary power systems. Auxiliary power system. Clever. I see, okay. So you can basically chuck this thing on and it weighs a fair old bit, but not like that much in the grand scheme of things. That's like the weight of one ringroid. And it takes in power and heat and gives out power. I see. It's more expensive. You could probably get away with a bigger ultracapacitor. And the ultracapacitor, my understanding is it's like a battery for power. So it stores some in while you're running a surplus and then will give it to you when you need to run a deficit. gosh. No, none of this helps me because I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm assuming I probably want the auxiliary power source because it does currently have big old microwave emitters on it, which I'm assuming eat. They eat a non-negligible amount of power. Apparently, they also output power. Use a manual tab will describe what the thing does in game terms. If I go to Ultracaster. Ah, stores excess electricity. That's very clever. So in game terms, produces a lot of electricity, consumes heat, computer damage will disrupt production. That's fine. I'm sure we won't get damaged. They say. Okay. We might want to stick one of those on once I can afford it. For now, I don't think I can afford the upgrades that I need. I don't want to start repairing stuff till I know what I actually want to keep. So I think we're just gonna grab good old chain touch, grab the whale, jump back in. Skip the little cutscene. Actually, we'll watch the little cutscene. I do like the little cutscene. Do you like ads? We neither. And away we go. I do appreciate your presence here, Devs. I assume that it's probably very frustrating for you that you hop into like a stream to see like, oh, what are people doing with my game, and then what they're doing with your game is being incompetent and asking you all the questions. Boom says, if you also hit ads, remember to subscribble. Thank you, Boom Boom. That is, I need to be better at plugging this sort of things. But you are correct. We're just gonna spin for a while. In the words of the Rose family, creators of Hypnodisc, spin to win. I wonder what it thinks is worth pinging. Which of these objects is it thinking, oh, that's a problem? I assume this one. If I was my little computer, I would be very upset that my operator was just spinning me wildly through space. So I don't really blame it for pinging at me. Kodo says, probably something much further away. You can see it flashing on the big LiDAR screens. Oh, hang on. Is this the big LiDAR screen? Or is that, do you mean the visual feed? I've never yet understood what the visual feed is actually for, I will say. Which probably is also a source of distress for you when I say that. That was the one, okay. Big old flashy boy? I guess it'll be these then. These boys are close to where I'm going. Oh, I hadn't realised that it actually, like, got upset about things that far out. The question is, are we passing close enough to any of these for it to be worth me slowing down? I think the answer is probably when I get to some of these ones. So let's change course. We're gonna have to slow down a fair old bit because we're coming at that. Oh, look at this chunk of beryllium. Oh, it's going very fast. I'm just gonna leave it be. It's not that big a chunk of beryllium. I'm gonna slow down a bit so that we don't break ourselves. Slow down a bit more. The old emitters, time to work. Two of them on the case. What's that? That's some palladium. this. Nom. Yum. Oh, there's a big old bit of beryllium. How fast is it going? Very. We're now in a horrendous spin because I just clicked on that and then clicked off it. It's fine. I guess we'll head in the same-ish direction, and if we end up being lucky and it happens to bump into something, this is barely worth picking up, but we're going to eat it anyway. If it happens to bump into something and slow down, we happen to catch up to it, so much the better. If not, we needed to go one way, it might as well be this. What's that? Another chunk of beryllium. God, we're in beryllium central here. That one's not travelling very fast either. And has just bounced off something. Fantastic. Let me eat you. Go forward to get that down my throat. Turn around. And I'm gonna speed up on this thing with the caveat that we might have to hit all of these rocks. We'll do our best to avoid actually breaking ourselves. We'll trust to our microwaves. Oh, another bit of beryllium. Smaller bit though. Another one! Oh my gosh. Is that gonna hit that? King Ace. That's great news. I love that. Right, let's speed up on this so we can get this and the other one. Ideally, before it drifts into this, believe in the heart of the microwave. And then slow down. Oh god, oh my god, so much beryllium. There's beryllium everywhere. Okay, we're not getting that. That's for. Oh god, we're gonna hit this. Ow. Where's that other bit from? That's the bit I wanted. Oh god. This is fine. Oh, we've sprayed beryllium everywhere. Which is a little unfortunate. But maybe other bits will bump into stuff and end up being available for us to collect. Maybe we'll catch up to some bits that aren't going very fast, maybe not. Maybe that was a stupid idea. We just spent a whole bunch of fuel on that for nothing. Let's not sunken cost fallacy ourselves too much. Remember, chat, just because you've sunken the cost doesn't mean you have the fallacy. Prepare the noms. Noms delivered. Oh, hello! Hi, friend. Are you a friend? ETH. Hi! Oh, I could threaten them. I'll say stand clear. I see no claim beacon. Uh-oh. I'm going. Impressive turtle out. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you for adding that. There's another quote. What do we got here? Some platinum. Oh god, we bumped into it. Oh, this thing is the least maneuverable. Still. Okay, whoa, hold on. Oh god, we are going a bit fast. I just let that out of my mouth, which I don't want to do. Oh god. Ah! Oh god, slow down! Ah! Ow. Ow, that was our everything. Oh, Jesus. Ow. Ow. That was my fault. That was my fault. I should have engaged the panic thruster. Is that how you spell fallacy? Go. We're gonna eat this. We're gonna eat the other bit. We're gonna assess the damage. Mechanic. How bad? I think we mostly broke the computer there. I still don't know how to navigate this and do anything with it, so I think we're fine. The mouth? No. I think we mostly hit it with our mouth. Which is fine. It says I've seen pictures on Reddit. Oh no. Oh no. Our mouth is... It's not expendable, but like... You know, we're not gonna die from not having a mouth. Or what, the ship isn't going to die from not having a mouth. The ship could well die from a thruster going wrong or being pointed in the wrong direction. You know? What's this? Give us a clue. It's palladium. I'll have that. Yeah, I gotta remember, that's the chasing beryllium really is a trap. Kadera says the excavator makes a pretty good shock absorber. Good! I hope that was an intended feature. Let's go a little bit more towards you. That's probably fast enough. If we keep going this way, we'll skip up whatever's in these and then that palladium down there. Did you... There's endorsed quote. Oh dear. Right, where are we going next? Down here. Actually, let's just make sure that that's in range. Anything good? Oh, some bits of palladium. Probably worth stopping. Fast relative to it. Maybe we were a little bit, but it's fine. We're not in a hurry. I have to remember we're not in a hurry. There will be other bits. Open a little beak. Nom. Gonna nibble you. Gonna nibble you all up. Oh. Nom. Okay. Nom successfully nommed. Let's get heading this way. Southwards. It's probably very wrong to call it southwards considering we're in space. And also, I guess seeing as we're in the ring, like, this is gonna be... We're in orbit around Saturn. And I'm assuming in a mostly equatorial orbit around Saturn. So this is probably... east? Technically? I think? I've never been good at space, like spatial reasoning skills, not like space. Although, I mean, having just watched me crash into a ringroid, I'm not gonna pretend to have much credentials in being good at space either. Oh my goodness. Come on. Nom. Nom. Oh. Oh, my mouth's stuck open. Oh. Is that supposed to happen? Oh, interesting. My mouth was very briefly stuck open. Nope, mine. Alright, what did you give me? A very small bit of palladium. And whatever was down here that I was drifting towards on double tap. Oh, woo! That's exciting. I'm learning new things every day. Oh, is that my friend who I accidentally threatened the other day? No, that's a different person. Hi there. Need help? I don't know. I've never ever employed one. Because it says has to be changed in the control settings. Good to know. 10,000 thingy coin for a full package. What's a full package? You know what? I've never clicked this button. But I said before that like having a little guy flying around near me, scooping up all the bits I make, probably makes sense for this little whale's playstyle, where I just sort of drift and produce vast quantities. I mean, if nothing else, if I end up accidentally spewing beryllium into the world again, he can go chase and catch some of it. Nom. How much palladium is that? Not loads. How quickly is it coming towards or away from us? It is travelling at almost the exact same speed as us. Where did our friend go? He's hanging around somewhere. There he is. Hi there. Don't know if you're planning on doing anything helpful, but I gave you some money. So hopefully you are. Do not microwave him. Do not microwave him. Microwaves. That would be bad. Oh, we got another friend. Hi there. Who's this? This is MRS. I was here first. There we go. This guy's called Huygens Threat. Move along, you. I'm here with my buddy, my new buddy, whose name I can't remember. But he's called JG4 something. No. Okay. Oh, maybe he's gonna go pick up that bit. That would be nice of him. Is there anything here worth eating? Oh, beryllium. Like, even 200 kilos of beryllium, which is like nothing, is worth so much. I mean, that's why they're such a pain to grab. Because they're so light. Dang. Oh, that bit's going a little fast. I don't think we're going to eat him. Even though he's very valuable. Friend, do you want to go grab... You want to go grab that bit, friend? I don't know how fast is he moving. How fast is he moving? 24 meters per second. No heckin' thank you. God. We swallowed both of those just about. I guess we're going this way. Don't know where my friend's gone. He's wandered off. 24 meters per second doesn't look that fast. But I know it is. I know it is that fast. Is he completely wandered off? He has. He's gone off that way. Where are you going? No response. He's just wandered off. Fine. Fine. I suppose it's not like to be pirates this far out anyway, which is probably the main thing I want the wingman for, seeing as I can't particularly effectively defend myself. Sure, we're going down here towards all these little rocks. Oh, I probably can. Probably use my geologist to see. Oh, we're like in the middle of a big cluster of beryllium, apparently. Wish I could zoom out and see it better. But there might be more goodies. It's the important thing. And also those bits that we broke off earlier could still be around somewhere. He has actually genuinely just left me, hasn't he? Screw you, buddy. Beryllium? No, that's platinum. Not that much platinum either. But not... Oh god, if I clicked it, it's more sensible time. It costs me that much fuel to get. As it is, I'm quite happy to sort of drift a little bit closer to it. We'll zap some rocks. We're definitely not going to have the big haul that we had last time, I'm fairly sure. We're halfway through our fuel. We're only 50k in the tank. Unless we get lucky. There is beryllium about. We can actually break up this rock in time before it goes out of range. Oh, there's a bit of tungsten. Oh, quite a decent sized bit of tungsten actually. We've got some platinum coming at us. Very nice. How easy is it going to be to grab? I probably went for them in the wrong order because this tungsten is coming right at me right now. Oh god. Okay, it's fine. Just gonna drift into this and then turn around and eat that. That'll probably do us fine. Come on. Come on. Come on. Nummies. Oh. Nums. Turn around. Get back on track for this boy. Don't get too fast. Uh-oh. He's at me mouth. Amazing. Both down the throat. Right, more rocks coming up this way. Oh, another boy. Hello. Stand clear of my excavation area. Tabitha! Oh gosh, another one of Kelly's friends. You know, despite promising to talk about the last Doctor Who episode that happened over the weekend, I realise I haven't actually spoken almost at all about the Doctor Who episode that happened over the weekend. Let me tell you, if you're not a Doctor Who person, you probably don't care. It wasn't like an amazing episode that, oh, this person's had a baby. Hello, do you have any trade opportunities? You have a big LiDAR contact that we will probably not explore, but thank you for letting us know about it. Oh wow, that's really far in. We've never been that far in. Ever. That's kind of tempting. I'm a bit concerned. I'm a bit concerned that we could die out there. Let's do it. Oh! She's got experience. Also, we've decided to pilot ourselves directly through quite a lot of rocks. This is fine. This is maybe not fine. Uh-oh. Microwaves, can you get on that? Thank you. Right. Oh god, we chose a really bad bit of space. Oh, hang on. Kadera has a thing for me. You can lower the astrogation speed. How do I do that? I have no idea how I do that. That's... Oh! Oh! Yeah, I am definitely not comfortable going at 50 meters per second. Dang. We are still... I feel like that hasn't changed anything. If if I'm honest. Amazing. That's a super duper. It does take a lot longer. I'm super okay with it taking a lot longer if it means that I don't die horribly in a fireball at the other end, because that's what happened last time I did a big jump like this. Now all I have to do is find whatever it was that was so important that we come out here for, which I haven't always been very successful at. I say last time. Actually, last time went fine. We discovered that that big old bacteria boy, not bacteria boy, the virus boy, the phage station or whatever it was called. Is it? No, I can't see it. Oh. Hail error. SRA01. Is that bad? Is that a bad boy? Is he gonna eat me? He might eat me, chat. He might be a bad boy. I don't know. We have met pirates before, and I've never come this far in. The music is very tense. Oh, he's got a friend. He's got a friend. SRA01QH. I wish I could tell if they were going towards or away from me. They don't, unfortunately. Like, if they have dots, the blue or red shifted, I can't tell. I think he's moving away from me, or I'm moving away from him. I mean, I could turn around and go say hey, because that's probably what the contact was, right? Like, I came here looking for summing. That's a summing. Oh my god, that's a lot underneath. Hello. Yes, please. I mean, mostly I came here because I know that the further in you go, the better rocks you get. Like, if there's boys to speak to, maybe I should go speak to them. Dare fall out of my face. Turn around and get this one. Consider going for that one afterwards. Oh god, the ships. Come on, point me. Good boy. There we go. How fast away is that one going? That's not going away from me terribly fast. You can scoop him up. I don't think they're moving towards me. Oh, the tense music though. Whoever was in charge of your music devs did a good job. Because I feel uneasy. Drift slowly forwards. Open the gob. Use the neat trick the devs taught me to double click to hold it open. Realize that I've got something that's about to fall out if I do that. Wonderful, okay. Let's go see SRA 01. Let's pay him a visit. I can go a bit faster than that. Not a lot faster than that, but a bit faster than that. You are spinning ever so slightly, but that's fine for now. Very concerned. very concerned. The background of space looks lovely, but for some reason I just sort of noticed the parallax of the different speckles, and it threw me through my brain for a sec. This is all fine. This is all fine. We're not going too fast. We're not going to break ourselves if something comes up that's on the way. Probably want to be going more due north, really, if I want to go say hi to them. Currently going almost exactly northeast, and I know it's not north. I started talking about Doctor Who, and then this happened. I apologize for being scatterbrained. It was a great episode. If you enjoyed Doctor Who in the past and you dropped off the Doctor Who wagon, which almost everyone I've spoken to about Doctor Who has, I think it will be a good episode for getting back on that wagon, if the wagon is where you wish to be. It felt like they'd not been away for any time at all. Oh, Gulak. Ship. Control thyself. Get it together. Never been on the wagon. That's fair. Lots of people didn't. I don't recall actually species if you are in the UK or not, but especially if you aren't in the UK, I can understand having never got on the wagon in the first place. It's one of our peculiarities. Oh, there's lots of iron around. I want that. Let's guess. Turn around, head this way. Scoop up this bit while it's here. Oh, that's a lovely chunk of platinum over there. That's like our third bit that we've ever seen that's more than 10k. It says always love Catherine Tate. Catherine Tate was on fine form, it's true. I'm trying to navigate and not hit rocks, ideally. Speed says, always seemed like a really intense sort of series. One of those, once you get into it, you get sucked in way too deep. I must admit, actually, I never found that with Doctor Who. One of the things I liked about Doctor Who is that it's very comfortable with its Monster of the Week format, and that each episode, for the most part, can stand alone quite easily. Got some iron chunks, not worth a lot. I don't like that I have that little blind spot when they get too close to me. I'm gonna give it a little while so that people don't come after me. Fair enough. You're not paying £100 a year just for iPlayer, yeah. Someone who's prone to hyperfixation is one you think about. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I would not want you to feel pressured into it, especially not by me. Yeah, the episodes, it was a silly episode. It was a fun episode. This one, I think, specifically for the story they were telling, was very dependent on you being sort of familiar with and having an attachment to both of the two leads in their previous appearances on the show. If you didn't watch Tennant's era of Doctor Who originally, and you didn't watch the Tennant Catherine Tate series, you won't have got as much out of this episode as I did to watch both of them. I think it was. Let me get that bit. It was very much an episode that was they know that lots of people fell off the wagon. They know that there's lots of people who disliked Chibnall's stuff enough, disliked Moffat's stuff enough, that they needed to have something to pull them back into the fold. And I'm not. Oh my god! Hello. Well, we found a boy. He's a spinny boy. doesn't seem to be killing us or hurting us. Oh, there's another boy down there. That's more like a ship boy, and that's got a hail arrow. That's not good. It says Donna herself is probably gonna if you hit the Catherine Tate show. See, I must admit, I never had any particular fondness for the little bits of the Catherine Tate show that I saw. I didn't hate them, but I was never attached to them. But it didn't stop me from enjoying Donna's character in Who. No. Okay, you are just a little UFO spinny boy. You're not attached to it. Is there anything I can do with you? There wasn't anything I could do really with the little Fagey boy. Oh, that's such a big chunk of vanadium and a big chunk of platinum. Hang on. We're coming up on you quite fast, actually, aren't we? Nibbles. It's a 10k nibble right there. I might see if I can go for this. Oh, it's probably going away a bit fast. How fast is it really? It's not that fast. Boomer says she feels like a CT creation. That's fair. I was worried. I remember when I was little, and the only knowledge I had of Catherine Tate was like my limited knowledge of Little Britain, which, if you've never seen Little Britain, then that's great for you. Don't seek it out ever. But like I remember being worried, and especially my family being worried, who also did not like Little Britain, that like she was going to be like a Little Britain character in Doctor Who. We were all very glad that didn't turn out that way. Gosh, this ship! Come on. So on our thing, we have SRA-01. We also have these other SRA-01s around somewhere. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, let's not do that. Let's go way the heck down. I want to be going this way. Navigating the autopilot like that is a bit finicky sometimes. It's a lot easier to navigate relative to a target. So we're gonna eat this, even if we're not sure we necessarily want it exactly. Discovered habitat wreckage. Paradise Lost achievement. Oh. Says there were 2 skits based around gay people, both actually positive in a way. Oh, that's nice. One of the things that has been on sort of everyone's. Oh, that's coming at us. Ow, it's fine. It didn't hurt too much. One of the things about the Doctor Who episode was that there was some fairly major trans rep in it. Like, it was big, obvious, shouty trans rep. So one of the things is that there was a scene where Donna's daughter gets misgendered. She's played by a trans actor. She's said to be trans herself in the show. Are we going to be able to eat that? Or just about? Are we going to hit rocks? Might be about to hit some rocks, possibly. That's a big chunk of platinum, though. Oh gosh. But just biff that away. Just biff that away with my face. It's fine. Uh-oh. Whoops. It's fine. Just hit that one with the thruster. It's all good. That bit of vanadium is probably going away a little too fast for me. Okay, so what? Hang on. So what's SRA-01SR? Is that just more habitats? I want to go and have a look at all of these things. It is objectively not a very efficient use of my Delta V to do so. Especially when I'm surrounded by a cloud of debris. Some of which is really valuable. But I'm interested and I want to go see it. I don't know if we're ever going to find this again. I don't know how, like, persistence works in the game. I'll skip up all the stuff on the way, though. Another monster. Come on, give me nibbles, give me nibbles! Give me nibbles! Nibble. This way. Maybe also... Maybe... avoid smashing into these rocks if we can help it as well. I think would be good. Just about. Slow way the heck down. Relative to this. Haha. God, there's so much goodies! Oh my god, is that an asteroid field coming in? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's some stuff coming in very quickly. And it's breaking all the other stuff. Quickly in space are not things you necessarily want to go together. I think. Although they are all bouncing off of each other as well. Might make my life easier. Uh-oh. That one's trying to leave. Leaving is not allowed. This is interesting fact. David Tennant played a trans woman in the revival of Ramsey Nesbitt. I did not know that. I don't think I'm unusual in thinking that it is a little bit of a shame when we just get cis male actors to play trans women. But I understand also that it is often the industry standard, and especially was the industry standard back in the day. Come on, give me nibbles, give me nibbles. Nom. Right, where's that 8,000 bit? How are we off? We're at 140,000. That's not a bad haul at all. Partly because we did manage to go in. I'm so glad that oh my god, that bit's 13,000? Are you kidding me? We can eat that. We can eat that for all of the foods. Things are sort of faintly flashing red in the corner, and I'm like, should I be worried? Also, where are we close to that? We're not close at all to that. It's in the opposite direction from our 13,000 bit, which is unfortunate. 8,500. Gonna go a little bit faster to this because I know I want to go over in that direction, so I don't want to go too far this way. It says can't have been much later than 2011. At the end of the day, like I'm not doubting Tennant's trans allyship. Like he's kind of one of the best media people we have, I think. Is that a bit that I can eat? It is, but I don't know what's in it. Oh, there was a bit of beryllium there as well. Just bounced off of me. It's a shame. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. X, please. Oh my gosh, that bit of beryllium is not moving like... I was about to say that bit of beryllium is not moving at any speed at all. Apparently it is. Oh no, don't do that. Oh God. I need to slow down. X. Stop. Full halt. Because, oh my gosh, were we in trouble for a sec there. Oh my god, look at all this debris. It's a shame that guy who I made friends with, or paid money to at least, didn't decide he wanted to be my friend. He could have scooped up all of this with me. It says he probably had good intentions. It's a factoid about his envy child. Exactly. Are those two gonna hit each other? No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I would like to swallow these bits if I can. Go. I'll have this as well. Oh my gosh. We are quite full now, I think. Uh-oh, those bits want to leave me. I do not want them to leave me. Swallow them. I still do, though, want to see what this is. SI01KZ. It's not in a direction I'm currently going. Oh god, that's a rock. There's a rock there. Hold your horses. Hold thy horses. Uh-oh, that's a bit of blading coming in real hot. Oh gosh. Ah. Oh boy. Oh, Long Johnson. Okay, okay. It's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. We are bumping into that quite a lot. Okay, apparently it's due south of us, whatever this contact is. Where are you? Where are you? This is, you understand that reference? I'm not sure I do, to be honest with you. Are we actually going to point at this? So I can eat it, please? Thank you. Well, I hear spacey sounding music. We've just gone past it! How have we gone past it? There was nothing here! Auto? Friendly. Auto hostile. Auto, I guess. I don't know what that bit does. Oh, weird. I didn't see what that thing was. Come on, Chip, point at that. Point at that and go for it. Oh god, there's a chunk of vanadium right here that I actually really want. Boom says it's from a clip of a cat having some sort of moment. Huh, well, the more you learn, I guess. How are we doing for fuel? We're a bit low on fuel. It must be said. My LiDAR is going absolutely crazy. My LiDAR is really having the worst day of its life. Oh god, my throat is gummed up. Which isn't helping either. You. Okay, where'd that thing go? It's back up this way. Okay, let's try that one. Actually, we can this on the way, I suppose. How full are we? Answer, very. We might actually not have enough cargo capacity to explore all the mysteries of the universe. It says, I always had it as Oh Lord. No, a lot of people heard it's Old Long Johnson. Oh, fair enough. I think I picked it up from possibly Jesse Cox, the YouTuber. I think that's where I first heard it as a phrase. I wish I just had this guy and then just like 20 collector ships. Although I think actually that might be something you can do. I think you can get drones that will pick up all your leavings. Maybe I shouldn't go into this. It's quite a bit of LTV I had. Oh, that's enough. That's enough. And we've got room. When it's all pushed to the back, we've got room. I'd like to go this way, please. You know, from the South Park episode about memes. Oh, I do not hate myself enough to watch South Park, so I'm not familiar with that. Has it disappeared? Has the other one? No, okay, it has disappeared. It's just off this way somewhere. Though we are perilously low on fuel. But we've got 197,000 in the cargo hold, which is very, very good going. That might well be a record for us. And we got to see this cool thing, although I guess probably lots of people died here, which is maybe less cool. I'm really interested as to what all those bits that were streaming out, like an asteroid shower, were. I suspect that we will never find out when they came from. Are we gonna hit this rock? I think we're going slowly enough that we'll just break up the rock. I think. If not, we'll point our face at it and probably be fine. Oh, there's lots of goodies here. Nom. More noms. Wonderful. Right, where is this thing relative to me? It's gone. It's just disappeared. That's so strange. Are they bits that have like flown off of the thing? Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! All the stuff fell out my mouth because I had it held open. Ah! Panic! Uh-oh. Oh god. Pick it up. Oh god. Oh god, that's all my goodies! All my goodies! Come back! It's entirely my own fault, I know. But still. Very distressing nonetheless. In fact, possibly more distressing for it being my fault. It's gonna hit us. Regardless, we're moving fairly slowly. Maybe one. Oh my god, is that a 22,000 bit? Uh-oh. Ow! Well, we caused a bit of a prang. But the microwave emitter is still working, which is the important thing. I think. I'm fairly sure it's still working. Everything's fine. We are so close to being full. Okay, over 200,000 in one run is definitely a record for us. And none of those bits have come back, have they? No. Okay, weird. What's a nice big chunk to turn around and go for? Get down below 3,000 soon. Which is definitely going to be time for us to head home. Oh, what an incredibly productive and successful mission, and indeed what an incredibly productive and successful day we've had in total. Like, you know, we bought a new ship. We had a bunch of successful runs. I actually remember to do the thing that I said I was going to do in my title. That's worth nothing. It's not worth nothing, but it's not worth a lot. Come on, ship. Point at the thing you're supposed to be pointing at. I know you're heavy and you're full of stuff. Oh my god, point at that instead. It's like everything we're getting here now is like a bonus that I nearly didn't even bother with. And some of them are like 10k or more. That's incredible. Get in there. Get you as well if we're lucky? No. Not lucky. A few K? Yeah, if we can stop for it. It's going in the same direction as this, so we might be able to skip up both relatively without issue. Give me noms, give me noms. That, and then we really do have to go home then, because we're now below 3,000. We're very deep in. I don't know if being more deep in actually means you use up more fuel to get back home. I still haven't quite figured out how the getting home and the transit mechanics works, but I don't like how empty we look. I don't like how empty that looks. I think it's probably a good time to go home. We can't even fit very much more in if we wanted to. Come on, last bit. Nearly there. Nibble, nibble. Nibbled. Okay, let's go home. Sell this prime. We can, I guess, put our velocity back up. Oh my god, hang on. Hold your horses. Hold those horses. Haha! Make sure those horses are being held. Cling tight to your horses. hit that X button. Stop in place. Worry slightly about all these chunks. Just casually picking up another 9k chunk at the end there. Get us pointing the right way. Oh, there's a few bits coming at us. It's probably fine. It's gonna bounce off of our mouth. Actually, we could have eaten that if I thought about it. Thinking is not my strong suit. Right, so we've gotta wait a little bit for all these things to drift past us. Great success. Fantastic success. I wonder if that'll be enough to pay for all the repairs on my boat. Oh, we don't know what we're doing for him yet, actually, do we? Because I need to put more stuff on him. It's probably going to be quite expensive. Sell all. Wonderful. Okay. First off, make sure this ship is in working order. That's the most important thing, because if we don't have a ship, we can't fly at all. Fleet. Rapid Marsupial is ready to go. So Rapid Marsupial will be our next dive whenever we play. Retrograde Flame. Let's check out what equipment you need. You need an auxiliary power system. The cheapest auxiliary power system is 300k, which we can't afford for you. I guess this is why you are so cheap to buy. Is cause you need more everything. Which I understand. Okay, so we can't fit you out yet, but we have had a really good time, and I am gonna send you all off on a wee little raidy poos. I think do want to say a big thanks to everyone for stopping by and having a look and having a listen to me ramble about the show that I watched that I'm actually genuinely really excited about. And also thank you to the devs for stopping by. That's scary. I've never been visited by a dev before. But it's fine. You've made a wonderful game, and I'm very happy to be playing it, and also very happy to be showing it off to people. Let me see if there is anyone else actually playing Rings of Saturn currently. It is just me. That is fine. I'll have a look at my live list, see who is live and what they might be doing. Thank you guys so much for the love. It's been wonderful having you here, Boom Boom, and Species, and BG, who was here earlier. Now, where am I sending you? People playing Baldur's Gate 3, which I probably don't want spoilers for too much. People playing marbles on stream. I think we're going to go and say hi to Overlight, who's playing some Mario Kart 8, doing speedrunning. Yes, the Yogs and Yog adjacent speedrunning of Mario Kart is back. Make sure you say hi to Overlight. You're a wonderful bean, so make sure you're a wonderful bean for them as well. I'll be back on Wednesday doing some more Paleo Pines. And then, as far as I know, I'll be back on Friday after that doing some more Baldur's Gate 3 with Shaka, my good buddy. So do make sure you stop by for both those things. Paleo Pines are super duper cute and adorable, as a Shaka. Baldur's Gate 3 is I think the unequivocal game of the year from me and from most people. So if by some chance you haven't seen it yet, go watch that. You can find me on my social media channels in the meantime, on Twitter at DisForDemise, on Masson at eldritch.cafe / at DisForDemise, on Blue Sky at bluesky.social / DisForDemise, I think. Or you can find my YouTube channel down in the description. Or if you're a little voddling watching this, you can find my Twitch channel down in the description and watch all of these things happen live. I've been Dizzy. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. See you next time. Bye. Bye.